what's up guys? So, I promised you a haul video, and here it is from Oni-Con XIII, and I wanted to show off all of the JRock Visual K CDs I bought, which is more than I was expecting to get, and I have a problem, clearly. Maybe at some point, if you guys are interested in seeing all of my JRock stuff, just let me know. Leave a comment below and say, hey, give us a tour of all of your JRock collection and stuff. I'll be happy to show you all of the collectibles and music and whatnot that I have in the JRock Visual K world. For now, I'm just going to show you the JRock stuff I bought at Oni-Con this year. So I bought one set of stuff one day, and then I bought more stuff the next day. And the first day I bought stuff was Saturday, and I think the next day, so Sunday, I bought more stuff. And I had some tough decisions to make. And there were some artists that I wanted to get, and I turned them down. And I'm just like, eventually I will get your albums, guys. And I'm sure they can't hear me, they don't care, it's whatever. It was Crossfaith and Cold Rain. It could have been somebody else too, but those are the two. I started like stacking up CDs of theirs, and I in the end just put them back. I was just like, these just have to wait. I'll come back for them. So, let's start with my haul from Saturday. So, let's see. Yep, this one's it. Alright. So, I'm gonna try to put the title of the album like somewhere on the screen down here, because I can't read what the title is because my kanji is atrocious. But this is xaa-xaa, or xaa-xaa, xaa-xaa, so this is their album. I don't remember if this is their first album or not, but this is one of their albums, and like I said, I'll put the title below. And they're one of the bands that I got into this year that I'm just like, guys, Visual K isn't dead. You need to check out these really cool bands like Pentagon and Roma and xaa-xaa and Dessert. All these bands. So this is what the inside looks like, the CD and the booklet and the OB. I, of course, pre-opened these CDs to make sure everything looked alright and I know what I was working with. I believe, I don't remember what the booklet looks like because it's been a couple days. But I know all of them have lyrics inside, so lots of abstract, dark visuals and lyrics. I'm trying to turn the page, there we go. So things like that. There's no pictures of the members inside. But, I mean, the little abstract art and stuff where the lyrics are pretty interesting. So, I'm looking forward to listening to the CD, and I try to support like those indie artists with their, when they release albums and mini albums, because I'm more of a mini album person. I'm not too much of a single person. So, and there's the back with curtains and of course the track list of what's on the album. So if you're looking for a new Visual K band to check out xaa-xaa or xaa-xaa, but they're pretty good, heavy band. The next one, okay, so, you guys know I love Duran Gray. I love Duran Gray lots. I've loved Duran Gray for more than 10 years, and I'm crazy about them. but well, since I haven't gone into like a detailed tour of all my JRock albums and whatnot, I almost have every album of theirs, and now I can say I have every album and mini album of Duran Gray's. Yay! This is not including best ofs, of course, because don't really need a best of if you have the actual album. So I do have MP3s of them, but so I'm gonna start with I think this was the latest Suki Kyo album called I'm gonna say this wrong, Vitium? I think that's Latin. So it has beautiful Kyo on the cover, and I really love all the colors, and it just looks so somber, and it's a totally different look for him with his other band compared to his really, I guess, grotesque, or what do you want to call it? I guess disturbing imagery that he tries to do in Dark with Duran Gray. He's a lot more casual looking when he's with his other band. So that's the inside. That's the album CD, and it came with a DVD. And I believe this DVD has... Oh wait, it's not a DVD, actually. It's a second CD with a couple collaborations. I'm not sure. I can't read one of them. The other one is Toshi, I'm assuming from X Japan. Oh, there's another collaboration with Wes Borland, and a remix of Elizabeth Attic with Renholder. So that's cool. I've mentioned just in I think my CD Japan haul that I prefer getting albums that have like extra music that you normally wouldn't have in just the one CD. Not a big DVD, PV, live, whatever person when it comes to these kinds of things. So that's what that is. If I remember correctly, I was really impressed with this booklet. The material is very different than what I'm used to when it comes to JRock booklets. It's a very like fancy material on the outside to the touch, and I wish you guys can just feel it, but it has, I don't know, it just has a different like rough but sophisticated texture compared to like, you know, xaa-xaa, which is just, you know, basic book. But I mean, and then the pages are like super thin. It's a very sophisticated layout. So this is the inside of it. It has lyrics in all different directions. It really very much reminds me of Duran Gray. A couple, maybe one or two Duran Gray albums where the lyrics are just in every other direction. There might have been more than one that does that, but these pages are very paper thin. But it just has really abstract art in it. So, and of course it has the lyrics in here. It looks like, yeah, from what I can tell, so one side will have the kanji lyrics, and the other side has the English translation of what the name of this, well, it's the, let's see, yeah, it's just the romanization of the title. The song's not a translation of the song title, I mean, but the lyrics are translated in English, which is really nice. So, put that back, and spill out of it, and I'll put that back in plastic. I don't know, I'm kind of, I'm a real stickler about, like, really, I always try to take care of my CDs, so I'm kind of sad that a couple of them I accidentally cracked when I was opening, like my xaa-xaa CD accidentally cracked the case a little bit, That was my fault. The next one is Duran Gray's first mini album, Misa. So, super old school. I accidentally cracked this one too, unfortunately, so when that happened, I was just totally thinking about, well, whenever I fall out of this whole phase of, liking JRock and Visual K, man, it's gonna suck that they're gonna get this cracked case, and it's like they didn't really take care of it. It's like, no, I stupidly didn't open the plastic off correctly. It had double plastic. This is where I cracked it up top. That's just sad. But they look so young. I've seen these pictures before, because I'm not as obsessive about collecting pictures in this, I've kind of eased off on saving pictures, but I've seen them. It's nothing new. So here's the inside of the case, and that's what the CD looks like. This is kind of fun looking at these super old pictures, and it's like a CD that's new to yourself, and it's like, man, they look so young, and this hair, man. So of course this was before they had, Western fame, so all the lyrics are in Japanese, and there's Kyo and Dai. There's Karu and Toshio. And lastly is Shinya. So that's what the booklet looks like. Funny thing, all the stuff on the back, all the credits are completely in English, which is interesting. So I'm pretty excited to have Misa. I'm now complete with like I said, with all of the albums now, and the two that I bought at Oni-Con are the ones I've kind of put off because they're kind of my least favorite in a way. Before, I think, so, I'm probably going to say this in Miko's Music Connection episode, but I got into Duran Gray around Withering to Death era, but I listened to a lot of the old stuff before then, so at the time, Misa and the album I'm about to show you were like my least favorite. Of course, one of the newer albums kind of joined that list. So here's that other one that I didn't have, which is Macabre, or as I used to say, Macabre, which is not right. So I thought this was an interesting case. It has, you can't really, I don't think you can see it on the camera, but it has like this pattern imprinted onto the case. It's not the pattern on the booklet. I mean, there is a pattern on the booklet, but there's an actual texture on the case, and it's on the back as well, which is very cool and interesting and quite beautiful. It also has these like balls in here, which I kind of played with for like a few minutes. Because at first I thought I broke something when I was opening it, and then I realized these little balls are in the case, which is interesting. So this is what the inside looks like, and if you can kind of see the patterns on the booklet, this is kind of what is imprinted on the case. So the book is quite thick. I mean, look at this thickness, man. That is a thick book. So once again, like Misa, it was just interesting seeing these like really old pictures, like Dai. Oh my gosh, this hair. Here's Shinya. It's an interesting order to put them in. Toshio. Here's Gyokyo. And of course our fearless leader, Karu, with the pink hair. And then the rest of pages, there's this in there too. There's a couple pages like that. There might be more. But of course the rest of the pages are lyrics and track lists. That was the track list. And they just kind of have like really odd, abstract photographs of different things, and much like Tsukikyo's, like, and other, like, later Durn Gray albums, the lyrics are in all different directions. Well, actually this one isn't. Well, yeah, it's in all different directions. That one went down, but the English went this way. Like, you read it, yeah, it's just really strange. So that's what's all in this booklet, is lyrics and lots of, like, really abstract photographs. So that's what I bought on Saturday. So I was very happy with, like, Durn Gray always wins. So Sunday, I went a little new school, and I'll go with this one, but I'm going to take it out of its plastic, because I didn't take the price off of the plastic, but I need to. I'll leave the OB in here, but it is Maju Gray's single collection SM, and I just saw some news that they're putting together a second singles collection. So I didn't even think that this was a single collection, so that's even better, because I do not have any Maju Gray albums at all. Anyway, so that's the inside. Pretty fancy, purple and gold. And they look so happy together. I don't know. So, the inside, if I remember correctly, I don't think there's any pictures of them. Yeah. So, mostly inside is just lyrics and, like, little, I guess, macabre imagery, like, throughout the whole booklet. There's no, like, extra pictures of, like, band members or anything, and, of course, the lyrics. So, looking forward to jamming to that in my car, and hopefully this will be a good start of me getting more of their music, because they're pretty awesome, and I'm really loving the direction they're going in right now. Unfortunately, this next band, I believe they disbanded this year, but it's Div, and it came in like a slipcover kind of thing. So that's the CD inside. Just slip it out the cover, and there's the case. So they were all on the front, and then the back matches the slipcover. So that's what the inside looks like. This came with a CD and DVD. So there's the DVD. And the DVD includes a music video for Secret Night and some live performances from their tour Final Point of View at, I'm going to say this wrong, Aiya Theater in Tokyo in 2014. So, let's see. So, this one also doesn't really have any pictures of the band members. It's just the lyrics, and then like more cityscape and piano keys at the bottom. That pretty much matches the slipcover, which is fine. It's pretty cool. And it has other like little CGI or out of place trinkets. Like there's gifts, and I think that's like a plate of like, I don't know what that is, a plate of pie or tart or something. I don't know. So that's the Div album, which I'm looking forward to. I mean, despite that they just disbanded, I think people should still check them out. I think people should check out disbanded bands, because you can still enjoy their music, even though it's sad that you'll never see them live or anything. So, next is, I actually pulled, I think, maybe another CD of this band's, but I put it back, like, Saturday. They had quite a few of this, so I'm probably going to say their name wrong, I'm sorry. Diora, yeah, these people. I know the singer, Yoka, really, like, idolizes Kirito, so that's always cool. That's not why I like them, but it's a plus. So that's what the inside looks like. Trying to get away from the reflections. I don't have any of their albums either, but I really like their music, so I'm really excited to like support them, and I hope they have a long-lasting career. There's no pictures of them inside the booklet, and this is like really poor planning on their part of how they put these lyrics on here. It's like red font on gray, like bright red. It's a little hard to read. So, but I mean, if I could read if I was fluent in Japanese, like reading wise, yeah, I would have a hard time reading that. But it totally does not beat, I think it was Marrow of a Bone, the booklet of dark gray on black. It's terrible. So, after I bought all this and was just, hanging about, whatever, talking, and then I mentioned something about my Visual K 101 panel and stuff, I got a free CD. Yay! And it's of xaa-xaa again, so now I got two, which is pretty cool, but this one is a single, and, I'll take it. It's free music, so anything to, keep Visual K alive, so I'm looking forward to listening and watching this. It only has 2 tracks, this is why I don't do singles, and it has a PV of, totally cannot read that, it has, that looks like, maybe it's rain, I don't know, I could be wrong. So, Dosu Ami? I don't know. So, I don't know. So, that's the inside. That's the CD. And, let's see. There we go. And there's the DVD. So, with singles, the booklet is barely a booklet. It's just kind of a folded piece of paper that apparently I'm really struggling to get out. So, yeah, that's what's inside. It's just lyrics. Not really super special. I mean, lyrics are special, but, I mean, if your Japanese is atrocious like mine, it doesn't do too much for you. So, anyway, I would like to thank the person who gave me the free xaa-xaa single. I'm not going to say who they are or the booth, but they travel to quite a few conventions, and they always have like a great selection of Visual K and JRock CDs. They also have J-pop CDs and anime merchandise and other otaku related items, and of course K-pop. But I want to keep Visual K alive, and that whole hashtag of Resurrect VK. So, anyway, so that is my JRock Visual K haul, and even though it was expensive, I don't regret it, and I'm glad I'm supporting the artist. So, that's it. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, or any of my other videos, because I do so many other different things. Also, if you like JRock and Visual K, please subscribe. I try to put up videos every other week. Probably going to try my best to do once a week, but we'll see what happens, and until next time, peace.